Want to create sunpath diagram in Revit and confused where to start? Hello and welcome back to ARCHI Tools. In this video, we will learn how you can create your sunpath diagram and just document it for your project. So let's get started. So I have modeled a very basic structure in Revit, and using this structure, I will be explaining to you how we can create a diagram for the sunpath and adjust the settings. So in view controls bar, the below, we have an option for sun path. Currently, the sun path is off. Just click on that, and first of all, go to this option on the sun path on. Once you click on this, it will show two options. One is to use the specified location, date and time instead, or you can just go ahead with the current settings. So first of all, we'll just go ahead with the current settings, and once I have done it, it will show this circle representing the all four coordinates and its current position. So the current position of north is facing like this, just perpendicular to the facade. If I show it to you by going into one of the levels, so the north is pointing in the upwards direction. So the first motive would be to properly orient our building, and we can set our orientation by working on the true north. Currently, we have modeled everything in the project north, and the project north is facing upwards. So in order to work with the true north and set it so position, I'll just go into the site plan, just because in that we have this project base point and survey point. And here I will use my detail lines to provide my position. So it is somewhat 45 degrees to this direction. Let's assume it can be different in your case. So, but I'm taking this option. And next thing, in order to set my true north, I have to go into the orientation. Currently, it is set to project north. I will change this to true north. And now I'll go to manage in the ribbon. And here we have the ribbon panel or project location. I can go into this drop down and select the rotate true north option. After this, a pointer will appear from this project base point. I can just long press the left mouse button and move the pointer to my detail line tail so that I can orient it based on my position. Next, I will just select this head point and move it to 90 degrees facing upwards. So the north has been rotated. You can confirm this by going into the 3D to check. So previously your north was facing perpendicularly to this facade. Now it has rotated somewhat like this. And if you go to your levels, one of the levels, if you see, the orientation is still like this. It's just because the orientation is project north. If you are still facing any confusion related to project north and true north, we have already made a video related to that. You can go and check it out. So our position for the north has been set. The next thing is I have to do my study for the site. So I'll go to my 3D, and here again I'll go to my view controls and click on solar study. Now it will ask for casting the shadows. So currently shadows were off, so it has turned off the shadows now. After this, you can find on the ribbon panel that we have some of the settings. If I go to this drop down, so lighting study type, I will discuss this at last. First of all, we will just go with the still steady image type. Now you can see the presets. We have some presets already in default. The one is summer solstice. If I select this, so summer solstice is on 21st of June, and the year it is taking by default. You can change the date also. If it is 2016, you can do it, but the data would be same for every year. It is based on the rotation, not based on the year rotation of the month. And the time is showing 12 p.m. So based on this time, the position of sun is currently over here. If you change the time to 10 a.m., something like that, so it will, the position of sun will move to this point. Similar to this preset of summer solstice, we have other presets as well, that is winter solstice. And this, the date gets changed to 21 December, and year doesn't matter because it is based on the rotation of the sun. You can change the year, and it will still be winter solstice. And according to that, the sun path would be different. So because the position of sun from where it is rising, and the angle of sun's rotation has changed based on the position of the particular month in the year. So other properties are same. You can just adjust the time and date. We have spring equinox, that is on 20th of March, and we have fall equinox. So these are the default presets which are already present. What if you require a particular sun setting of a particular date? You can just get to a particular date just by going into the sun settings. So once you click on this, you will get the settings icon. Here you can provide your particular location just by going into the three dots over here. So if your location of your site is in India, let's say it is in Delhi, India, so you can just search for Delhi, India, click on search, and based on the position of your address, it will show you the weather stations. So these are all the positions where the climatic data is controlled, and you can select any one station. The nearest location would be 11.27, that is the nearest location for my project address. I can select this and click on OK. Now the data has taken for this location now, and you can change your time and date also from over here. So you can just go by this calendar form, whatever suits you, you can choose that. Time is same. You can change the time also. You can select this dropper if you want to be a little more bit more precise, or you can change the date from here as well. These settings are same settings which would have shown if you have initially gone into the selected open sun path, and initially you have got a pop-up of two options, whether you want it to go with the current settings or you want to provide a particular location, date and time. So if you initially had selected that, you would directly get into this settings. But since we have gone to the other option, from the setting which was the current setting in the default mode, we have gone this through manual method. So both methods are okay. Based on the your particular requirement, you can work upon that. So we have discussed about the still. Now we will talk about the other solar studies as well. So this was still, and the date and time is for a particular period of time. The other is single day. In this single day, you can select the location, that is same as we have discussed previously. Date is also same. Only difference is that you can provide your time from time interval. So let's say you want it from sunrise to sunset, you can just click on that and it will just consider the date, and based on this date, what is the sunrise time, it will just select that automatically, and the sunset time also it will just select automatically based on the date. If you change the date, just as you may know that in the winter seasons, the sunrise rises quite late in the morning. Let's select December 1, and you can see the time for the sunrise has changed now. Previously it was around 4:50 something, now it has gone to 7:51 a.m. That is quite late, but that is the case in December. So automatically it will change, check the date and of the sunrise, and time of the sunrise based on the date you have selected. So I can select this, or otherwise you don't want, you can select a particular time period also, and you can just create a video and play a video of that for the path of the sun and how your shadows are playing. We'll just discuss about that. Next comes the time interval, for how much time you want your video to work between two frames. If you want a time interval to be 1 minute, so total 478 frames would be there, and you can change. So in the descending order, if you select 15 seconds, the frames would increase. If you select 1 hour, the frames would decrease even more. So that's how it works over here. So I'll select 45-second time interval. I think this is fine. And the ground plane at level, so the this is related to the position of your this icon that is showing in a circle for the orientation. If you select the level 1, it will just move up. So I want this to be at level 0, because from there my site would be considered. So I've selected level 0 and I can just click on OK. Now it has started from my first frame, that is the sunrise time. And if I see over here we have got icons for playing our video. So we have different frames like this. You can see the sun is just moving a very little bit once I have selected the next frame. Next keyframe is quite faster than this, so it is a bigger category related to the frame. So next keyframe is a larger content containing various small frames. So if you want to move to next keyframe very fast, you can select this. So I'll just go to my previous keyframe and I want a video of it. So I'll play preview, and you can see the movement of sun and how it is affecting the shadows within that building is changing. So likewise, you want to provide us video for this sun path movement. You can just download it just by going into the file and click on export. Just be aware that you need to be in this particular view from where you want to export the video. And in the export, we need to go down, and here we have images and animations. Just click on that and you would find an option for solar study. Now it will just show you a basic setting, that is whether you want your output to be containing all frames. That all frames mentions that it is containing the visual of sunrise to sunset in my case, or you want a particular frame. So we have total 637 frames. If you want to work upon a particular frame, you can just select this. The frames per second is this. You can alter this also. The total time based on the frames per second, and the total frames is showing as 42 seconds over here. Next is the format, how you want your video to be. You want shaded with edges, that is fine. You want hidden line, that is also okay. So we have different options. You have realistic with edges also, but be aware that it will take comparatively more time because this is a realistic version. I'll just go ahead and with shaded with edges because I think this will take a lesser bit of time. Next is the dimensions of your video. You can alter this based on your particular demand. So this dimension is according to the cropping, and you can adjust it. I don't want to change any of the settings over here. And if you want to include the date and timestamp also, you can select on it and click on OK. Next, it will ask for the position. I'll save it somewhere. Select the compression. We have options for that also. I'll just use the default option and click on OK. It will take a little bit of time based on the how much bigger your file is, and it will create a video of it. The video has been created, but there are a few things which I would like to change. One is the size of the video is in a square fashion. So I would like this to be in a 16:9 ratio. That is my first requirement. The other thing is you can see the circle of the orientation as well as the sun path is not considered in the video. So why to waste a space considering the region for that? So I have to do these two things. Next, you can see that on the top, as we are moving ahead with the frames, the timing is changing and the date is also provided. So that is fine, but I would like to change the crop region of this. Now I'll again go to this view, and first of all I'll just click on this crop view extents and crop region visible. So I'll be able to view this crop region, and I'll just crop this down to my building. in a more closer look. So this is the part where building video will consider it. Now I'll just check the size crop from here. So this is 498 by 262. I'll just round it off to 500 by 250. Now I'll again go to my export, go to images and animation and solar study. Everything is fine over here. Just over in this part, I will change the dimensions now. So I have to keep it in the multiple of my crop what I have provided just now. That was 500 by 250. So I will be keeping it at 2000 by 1000. Once I provide 2000, it will automatically take 1000 because of the crop region. And if you want to include time and date stamp also in this also, you can just go ahead and select. Again, I'll save it. Okay, I have to save it with another name. Now, if in your case you are not able to just view your downloaded file, just you can try it with the other options over here. I think one of them might be suitable for your case in your system. I'll just go ahead with my default version because this is working for me. And again, it will take a few minutes in order to create the video. Based on the current setting, this is the video that we have created. I'm feeling it is much better from the previous one, and my size and the scale of my video is intact now. Now we'll talk about the other categories in this video. So I'll again go to my sun settings from here, and we have discussed the single day option, how we can work upon that. Now I'll go to the other solar study, that is multi-day. So in this multi-day, we have one more category provided in this, that is we can just compare two dates at a particular instant. So we can keep two dates over here, and you can just provide your time frame from which time frame you want this to happen. You can also choose the sunrise to sunset and so on. The frames, every setting is just like the previous ones. And one more thing, that if you want to save the settings, you can just go ahead and save the setting if you want the setting to be used again and again. So just like in the presets, we have some default modes. It will just save the setting and will show it over here by the name, whatever name you have used to save your setting. So I'll just go ahead and now, okay, let's just increase this crop, and I will go to my sun settings. So I've gone to my solar study. Now it is selected on the multi-day. Now you can see that we only have one day, that is 3rd of May, and we are not able to find our second date we have selected. In order to work on the multi-day, you need to select the presets over here also. That is applicable to other presets as well. Whatever presets you are working upon, you need to select that particular preset. So this is my multi-day. So I have to select my multi-day over here, multi-day solar study. Now you will get this two dates. Let's change the time frame date between date intervals because it is very much nearer, so we won't be able to discuss the changes which is happening. So I'll go to the sun settings, I'll change the timing. So it would, we will take it as 1st of Jan, and this would be, yeah, June is fine. So now you can see that this is the change in the position of the sun, and the change is occurring like this. You can see the position of the sun. So this is on the 1st January. The sun's position has gone towards the south, and in the June time, it has moved towards the north. So this is the change which is happening, and it has shaded the movement of the sun. So in this way, you can use the solar study and just place it into your sheet. Now coming on to the last solar study, I'll go again on the solar study, and now in the sun settings, we will select this lighting option. So in this lighting option, we have an option to select our azimuth, that is the degrees of the sun, and the altitude. Based on that, the position of sun will change and so on. So I don't want to change the settings which are provided, because just because it will hamper the climatic data. So we don't usually use such kind of settings, but in rare cases where you want to provide your render views and so on, you can use this setting of this lighting study type, and you can Just change the azimuth and altitude of the sun settings and provide it in the form of video or in your sheets. So that brings us to the end of this complete guide on solar path study in Revit. By now, you will be able to understand different solar study types and confidently analyze solar path diagrams for your projects. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel ARCHI Tools for more practical Revit tutorials like this. Also, let me know in the comments what topic you want me to cover next. I would love to hear content that actually helps you to grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.